All right, thanks, Beverly. Rural areas across Indiana are facing a constant struggle to keep jobs and people. Officials in Wabash County are working to turn that around, and Fox 55's Gunnar Texera takes us through their efforts.
Since 1980, the city of Wabash and Wabash County continue to see a decrease not only in population, but in jobs. City leaders and local businesses are working to change those numbers. Wabash Mayor Scott Long says manufacturing is the backbone of Wabash and northern Indiana. He wants to inspire the next generation to pursue jobs in the field and help them get the training they need to do it.
We have to get the next generation excited about the ability to produce a product, which we're thankful for. Now the thing is, we have Heartland Career Center where we can teach the next generation.
The mayor doesn't want people just to start their careers in Wabash, but start their lives.
Yeah, we're a rural county and a rural community, but we've made great strides in quality of life, quality of place. I got some new housing coming online to attract people into my community, which is vitally important. Hopefully, if you build it, they will come.
Downtown Wabash Executive Director Andrea Zwiebel says the quality of life in Wabash surprises people.
When you come, you'll understand there's a magic in the air. And some of the things that we do to enhance the quality of place are events to bring people together for the community. One of those is happening soon called First Friday. And lots of people have come to the event and been so surprised that there are so many things happening in Wabash.
Mayor Long says not only are more manufacturing companies coming to Wabash, but the city's biggest manufacturing company, Ford Meter Box, is expanding, bringing with it 120 more jobs to the community. In Wabash, Gunnar Texera, Fox 55 News.
And too many jobs for too few people. The number of skilled trade workers is declining across Allen County, leading to a shortage. Officials from both Greater Fort Wayne and the Indiana Chamber of Commerce say that the county is projected to reach historical lows of skilled trade workers. Fox 55's Troyce Grant is live downtown by Greater Fort Wayne, where officials tell her what the economy has the potential to look like if these numbers keep going down. Troyce.
Yes, Drew. Declining workers is only half of the issue with finding people for this industry, but officials from the Indiana Chamber of Commerce told me that the amount of first graders going into their academic careers is significantly smaller than those who are graduating and going into the workforce. Now, Kevin Brenniger from the Indiana Chamber of Commerce says there are many reasons for this. For starters, some people just can't afford to have kids, or they're waiting significantly longer to have them. But this still means less workers are being born into the economy. And the ones that already are in the economy are working simply aren't looking for those skilled trade jobs. And Brenniger also says, as a country, the U.S. makes it a bit harder for international students to get jobs in general post-grad.
Those who are here on student visas and credentials to stay here. We're in many cases forced, and they would like to stay here after graduation, but they're forced out because they can't get the work permits.
Now, Brenniger says, in contrast, they end up going to places as close as Canada to get that work. He also said, in general, the country just needs to do a better job of getting work to its own citizens. And it's important to have programs like the one Ivy Tech has hosted, again, to show people that there are actually many routes with jobs that also provide a salary and have benefits. And now another thing Brenniger also pointed out is that people are aging. And so the generation previously is aging out, that's retiring, that did work these skilled jobs and saw value in these skilled trade jobs, are not physically able to do so, and the ones that aren't applying to them. So coming up in the next half hour, you'll hear from another Fort Wayne local about what some of the issues might be causing this stigma. Live in Fort Wayne, I am Troyce Grant, Fox 55 News.
All right, thanks, Troyce. Coming up, Senator Mike Braun is in the Summit City tonight campaigning with mayoral candidate Tom Didier. In our next half hour, we'll catch up with Councilman Didier as he knocks on doors alongside the senator. But first, an update on the strike. The UAW says it scored a major concession from GM, so it won't expand its strike. We'll have the latest in those negotiations after the break. And a Fort Wayne fundraiser to end Alzheimer's, plus much more to do in Fort Wayne this weekend, including some haunted houses. Before we go to break, here's a list of some of the area attractions to check out. You're watching Fox 55 News at 6.
When it matters, turn to Fox 55.
It's an update on Indiana's
job market.
Your reliable source for local news.
Highlighting these kids.
Overcrowding issues, other refugees.
And hometown forecast.
Limit your outdoor exposure, especially if you have asthma.
Fox 55 News at 5 and 6, bringing you news that matters.
Blackburn Romy honors teachers with a 10% discount on their attorney fee. Thank you for your dedication, hard work, and valuable contributions to our children. Call Blackburn Romy and ask for the teacher's discount.
Call Blackburn Romy, trusted injury lawyers, for help today.
Hey, Grody Nation! Fred Grody here from Grody Automotive. Are you wrapped up in a car you hate? Don't cry to your mummy. Get a great deal on a car you love. This Halloween, I'm helping people ditch their scary old rides. That means you can save up to $4,000 on a car you love, based on the price of the car you choose.
But Fred, what if I have credit only a mummy could love?
Don't get all wrapped up in that. No credit score is too scary for my solution specialist. But hurry, a deal this scary good will unravel soon. I'm Fred Grody and I'm a dealer for the people.
13,000. That's the number of children in foster care in Indiana. They're among our most vulnerable citizens, and they deserve to be in permanent, loving homes. My husband, Eric Doden, is determined to help them and support the families who step up to provide those homes. Eric's zero-cost adoption policy would be the first in the nation, because my husband believes every child here in Indiana deserves a bright future. Learn more at zerocostadoption.com.
Eric Doden for governor.
I'm Bob Pilcher, and we specialize in the hard to fit, and our #1 brand in this store is Brooks running shoes. It fits the needs of practically everybody that comes in. They put the arch in the right place. We know how to fit feet. They make narrow, medium, wide, and extra wide. And they're the best fitting shoes that I've ever run across, and if your feet are hurting or killing you, they'll do whatever you need to get you back to work.
Pilcher Shoes, properly fitting feet for more than 70 years. Come visit us on Main Street in North Webster or online at pilchershoes.com.
Seasons of Abuse. The YWCA Circle Fundraising Luncheon is Thursday, October 19th at 11:30 a.m. To sign up, go to WFFT.com.
Motorcycle injury? Call Tom Blackburn, the man with the bike. He's experienced, committed, and has a real passion for riders because he is one.
Call Tom Blackburn, the man with the bike.
The biggest comedy stars.
Marijuana may help you what? Eat all the cupcakes.
Weekdays at 4 on Fox 55.
The world's largest fundraiser for Alzheimer's care is coming to the Summit City. The Walk to End Alzheimer's will hit downtown Fort Wayne tomorrow morning. The walk helps raise funds for the Alzheimer's Association as they continue to provide 24/7 care and push research for a cure. Participation is free, but you're encouraged to donate if you can. That fundraising goal is $270,000, and the gates to Parkview Field will open at 9 a.m. where the event begins before participants take to the downtown streets. You can also catch Fox 55's Tara Brantley at that event, and she'll be singing the national anthem at 10 before participating in the walk herself. And the final Talks Away Saturday of the year is this weekend. For those of you in Allen County, you'll have a chance to properly dispose of any unwanted hazardous waste that you may have at home. Examples include used motor oil, paint, gas, fertilizer, and batteries. You can take your hazardous waste to the hazardous waste site on Carroll Road. That will be open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And these are the fees that apply to the waste disposal you see on your screen. Most waste is charged by the pound, but some special products will be charged separately. They accept cash and check only. The popular Fort Wayne Farmers Market will be open tomorrow, even with the cooler weather, and that's because the fresh produce will be served up indoors. The indoor season was supposed to be held at Parkview Field, but the event center there needs some roof repairs, so the market is partnering with the Franciscan Center on East State Street, doubling the indoor space from last season, last season's indoor season as well. That weekly market will stay indoors through May 11th, and then it will return to Electric Works for the outdoor season. And you may have to head back to work on Monday after your weekend fun, but a reminder that Columbus Day is a federal holiday, so there will be no USPS mail service on that holiday, and most banks will be closed as well. Indiana also observes the holiday on the city level, so the Botanical Conservatory will be closed, but all other parks will be open. Trash collection, library services, and the courts will all remain open as well. And Christmas time will be here before we know it. I know that sounds crazy, but the Salvation Army is getting a jump start on the season by opening up applications for its Christmas Assistance Program. You can apply next Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. or 1 to 3 p.m. each day. Applications are in person at their locations on Clinton Street, and we'll have a list on the identification and documents that you'll want to bring with you right now on WFFT.com. As the United Auto Workers strike enters its third week, the United Auto Workers Union says it is not expanding its strike to any more plants. Grady Turnbull has the latest on why this strike is not growing.
Unfortunately, Kaiser's not bargaining in good faith.
The biggest healthcare workers' strike in American history enters its third and final day, but more could be coming if a deal isn't reached. Tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente employees walking the picket lines from
And we will get back to that package shortly after a quick issue there. But while that strike may not be growing, automakers have a different problem on the horizon. We told you yesterday that federal regulators are pushing to get millions of airbags recalled. We're now getting word that as many as 52 million airbags could be recalled because of the potential threat to motorists. Regulators say that models made by ARC Automotive and Delphi Automotive Systems could explode and injure or kill its occupants. 2 people have already died, with others being seriously injured. The airbags in question can be found in models by all 3 big manufacturers and most major foreign manufacturing brands.
And now, from Fox 55 News, Chief Meteorologist Beverly Perry with your hometown forecast from the Fox 55 Severe Weather Center.
The clouds have rolled in all ahead of our next cold front that's going to bring us another punch of colder air. We also have some light rain coming down. Live look in downtown Fort Wayne where we have some droplets on the camera. We do have those light showers across parts of the area right now. So this is all along a cold front. Some light showers tracking from west to east. We're seeing some steadier rain showers just on the east side of Steuben County as well as DeKalb County in and around Butler. Ashley in Angola and Auburn, more on the lighter side of rain coming down to the surface, as well as Walketville. And even as we move this a little further south towards Fort Wayne to Ossian, this is just light rain, more or less some sprinkles coming down to the surface. And this is going to continue to race off to the east. We will encounter a few spotty light rain showers at the start of a lot of our games, so plan accordingly. The colder air is already rushing in Warsaw. You're already at 54 degrees, 57 in Wabash, and these temperatures are going to follow suit as we progress this eastward. So 61 right now in Fort Wayne, 65 in Bluffton, but our temperatures are going to drop into about the middle 50s for most of us for the games as we get ready for those football games this evening. I think Northwest Ohio, you're going to be closer to about the upper 50s. But the drive home, it's going to be a lot cooler. Temperatures in the upper 40s to about 50 degrees. This is all due in part by that cold front. Just a few spotty light rain showers as we get those games going right around 7 o'clock. Should be more or less in Northwest Ohio by about 8 and shifting off to the east by about 9 o'clock. Then we get a few moments to dry out, and then that strong and gusty wind, it does kick on that lake effect machine. So we are expecting some spotty light rain showers to start right around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but that northwest wind will continue to usher in some cooler air. Overnight lows, they're falling into the lower 40s, and that wind is going to be howling as we go throughout the day. These are your wind gusts throughout the day. Notice our wind gusts upwards to about 25 miles per hour. Our sustained speeds will be anywhere between about 10 and 20 miles per hour out of the northwest. So that's going to keep that lake effect machine going. Some spotty light rain showers. The best chances will be along and north of 24. Yes, you could definitely get a rogue sprinkle or two, but most of the activity will be north of 24, at least through the first half of the day until early afternoon, and then some of this should be dropping off. As far as our temperatures are concerned, look at this, middle 50s on Saturday. This is some of the coldest air that we've experienced since, get this, Drew, early May. It's been a hot minute. Lower 50s in store for us on Sunday. Just a side note for our northern tier counties, you will be topping out on Sunday in the upper 40s. Middle 50s in store for us early next week. Just take note of those overnight lows. If you have any sensitive plants that you want to keep around, especially early next week, frost is possible.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, it's been since, early spring that we've really even had to talk about this. I feel like we had a real warm summer.
Yes, we had a really nice summer, but this may become a shock to the system since we were in the middle 80s early this week. So the 50s might be a little interesting. Get the chili going.
Quick turnaround, but make sure to have the blankets, the coats, all that. All right.
Got it.
Thanks, Beverly. Now we're going to check in with Elijah for what's coming up in sports.
Let's go ahead and bring them out. New Haven and East Noble take center stage for a big NE8 battle in Week 8. We break down this week's game of the week next in sports.
Tonight's weather on Fox 55 News is sponsored by Windows, Doors, and More. Don't gamble with your home improvements. Trust the local company that's been serving you for 40 years.
At Stanton Optical, you can stop waiting forever for an appointment. Same-day eye exams and walk-ins are always available. I wish other things would happen as fast. Get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
When my car insurance got too expensive, I had to try a different approach. But now that I found affordable insurance, nothing can burst my bubble.
Safe Auto is now Direct Auto. Get savings of up to 25% and stop compromising.
Founded and owned by my dad, since 1989, Preferred Auto has been a constant staple in Fort Wayne and the surrounding areas. Whether it be through faith, family, or business, Jay lived an extraordinary life, which in turn made those around him better people. At Preferred Auto, we are committed to honoring Jay's legacy, giving back, and providing you with an excellent experience. So, Dad, thank you. Thank you for all the good you have shown us over the years. We miss you, but more importantly, we promise to make you proud. Preferred Auto.
Do you have huge credit card debt? That may be a huge mistake. Just paying minimum payments can lead to out-of-control debt and ruin your retirement plans. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Get a free phone mini consultation from Geraci Law right now. We're fast, fair, friendly, and experienced. Find out how you can be debt-free. Call days, click nights. Geraci Law. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
The dream of owning your own home can be yours, with homes starting at $69.9 at Clayton Homes. Tired of wasting your hard-earned money on rent or waiting for the right moment? There's no better time than now. Clayton Homes makes owning a home easier than ever with an amazing selection of affordable housing, plus financing options to fit any budget. You don't have to wait any longer. With homes as low as $69.9, your adventure begins with Clayton Homes. Stop in today.
Sheldon and Missy face off in Book Smarts versus Street Smarts.
I'm not feeling so good. Biohazard! Biohazard!
Young Sheldon.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow. A deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
And now, from Fox 55 News, Elijah Collins with the area's most local sports.
Welcome in, everyone. Crazy to believe, but week 8 of high school football is already here. We have just 2 games left in the regular season, and conference races are getting a little hot, especially in the NE8, where a showdown in Kendallville will go a long way in determining who brings home the conference crown. It's 4A number 4 New Haven visiting East Noble. It is our locker room game of the week. New Haven sits alone in first place in the conference standings entering tonight, and after a win over Belmont last week, the Bulldogs are 7-0 on the season and 5-0 in NE8 play. Now, East Noble is looking pretty solid as well after beating Columbia City last Friday 35-0. The Knights sit 5-2 overall, and along with Leo, are 4-1 in conference action. Now, an outright conference champ cannot be decided this week, but a win, New Haven clinches at least a share. If East Noble wins, we've got a 3-way tie at the top with 1 week to go.
These games are what we practice for in the summer. This is why we put all the work in that we do. All these kids just are super excited and super hungry for this opportunity to go set ourselves up to win the conference. Whether that's a share of it or if that's outright, we're just going to do whatever we can to get a piece of it.
We all just really want to eat. We're hungry, like I've said, and we all want to win. Every week's a big week for us. We all come in with the mentality we got to win.
It takes a full team effort. You got to tackle great. And then offensively, you got to put some points up because they're gonna. So, you got to be ready to play in all facets of the game and play your best game because they've got a solid team.
I mean, they know it's there. They know it's a big week, and this is what a lot of them practiced for, played for the offseason. It was in the front of their minds, and so we do, remind them that, hey, this is what you're here for, but ultimately, our whole goal is to get better than we were the week before.
I mean, it's finishing, getting the job done. We 7-0 from right now. There's going to be a battle of discipline and penalties. I don't think this is really going to be skill-wise. It's going to be like more discipline, more penalties, things like that. Our coaches, very well. Coaches be planning a lot for this game. I know they're planning a lot, but I feel like we're going to have a better game plan at the end of the day.
We got to play good on the line. They're probably bigger, a little stronger. We can't let that get to us. We got to come tough. We come tough, we can get the job done.
Alrighty, kickoff in Kendall, Vegas is set for 7 p.m. tonight. You can catch that game plus all 3 other NE8 games in the locker room. We'll also make stops in the ACAC as Adams Central visits Bluffton, Heritage visits Southern Wells, and more. And we'll also have action from all 5 SAC games, including Snyder at Dwenger, Southside at Lourdes, Carroll at Northrop, and Wayne at Northside. We'll even make a pit stop in Ohio to check out Antwerp. Got all that and more for you tonight at 10:30 in the locker room. All right, on the college level, St. Francis Cougars football team finally finding their groove after picking up back-to-back wins on the road. Cougars securing wins over St. Ambrose and Madonna to close their 3-game road stretch. The team breezed through St. Ambrose with a 28-9 win, and the offense came out even hotter against Madonna, taking a 44-9 win. And with the team sitting at 2-2 on the year, Nate Newcomer says now they can breathe and really settle into their true potential.
First 2 opponents were pretty solid. So just being able to, work through that, get those growing pains out, and just be able to see the results come in the last 2 games for the win. So we just look to keep that going next game. The coach has always said, we have a lot of potential on this team, but potential doesn't mean nothing if we can't, fulfill everything that we've been working for. So, just being able to put everything together. Our ceiling's really high, so just keeping that trust together and being able to work together is huge for us.
Alrighty, we'll see if the Cougars can work together and get the win this week, and they face Siena Heights at home on Saturday at 1 p.m. That's it for sports. Drew.
All right, thanks, Elijah. Now, coming up after the break, driving safety with farm equipment on the road. We'll tell you everything you need to know about how to avoid crashes during the harvest season. Plus, Councilman Tom Didier takes his mayoral campaign to the streets with an assist from Senator Mike Braun. We'll catch up with Didier in our next half hour.
John Klopfenstein Furniture and Flooring's 36-hour sale, plus 36 months free financing, plus save up to 36% off. It's a 36-hour sale on all furniture, flooring, and bedding at John Klopfenstein Furniture and Flooring, northeast on State Route 1 in Leo, southwest on Illinois Road.
The Big Bang Theory presents Flash of the Bright One.
It did not kill me when you went to space. Monkeys went to space.
The Big Bang Theory, weeknights on Fox 55.
Hey, I'm Adam Dager, the owner of the All-American family of stores, and we are growing again. Today, we are proud to announce that we have 2 more locations right here in Bluffton, Indiana, making it 12 stores in 10 years at All-American family of stores. We're celebrating the grand opening right here in Bluffton, Indiana at the Airplane Express and Shortstop Sunoco. We pledge to deliver the same great products and services you've come to expect from our 10 existing All-American locations. All-American stores, hometown owners, hometown staff, your hometown team.
You see these happy homeowners? That's what's called the Castle Effect. It's that great feeling you get from knowing you chose one of the best roofing companies around. Castle Centurion's team of skilled professionals are committed to providing top quality service that enhances the beauty and functionality of your home. And as an Owens Corning preferred contractor, that means you get the best quality products as well. Call us today for a free roof estimate. Castle Centurion Exteriors, because your home is your castle.
80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month, or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's got to be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500. Call 800-767-9733. That's 800-767-9733 for a free, no obligation in-home consultation.
John Klopfenstein Furniture and Flooring's 36-hour sale, plus 36 months free financing, plus save up to 36% off. It's a 36-hour sale on all furniture, flooring, and bedding at John Klopfenstein Furniture and Flooring, northeast on State Route 1 in Leo, southwest on Illinois Road.
Fox 55 News at 6 continues with Tara Bradley, the area's only hour-long 6 p.m. local newscast.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Drew Fry in for Tara tonight. One Fort Wayne woman says she thought someone was going to sell her and her son into sex slavery, so she tried to kill him and herself. That's what court documents obtained by Fox 55 show about the attempted murder arrest of 32-year-old Bethany Fleming. As a warning, these details are disturbing. Police responded to her apartment on Ralph Avenue on Tuesday night after she called 911, saying she hit her 10-year-old son in the head with a hammer and then stabbed herself. The boy was taken to the hospital in life-threatening condition. And for more on this and for other news stories, you can read the full details on our website, WFFT.com, or on the Fox 55 app. You can download that app for free from your phone's app store. Well, gone are the summer temperatures, and it's back to reality. As we check in with weather, we're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Beverly Perry with the current conditions. Beverly, what are we looking at? How cool is it really starting to get?
All right, some of our counties, they're already in the lower 50s. So this is just how strong the cold front is that is blowing through the area. It is bringing us some light rain showers. This is tracking from west-east across the region. When you see that light rain in around DeKalb County, also towards Noble, Steuben, LaGrange, Allen, and even towards Wabash and Kosciuszko. This is going to continue to race off to the east, but still grab the rain gear and take it with you for the football games if you're heading there. Warsaw, we're already at 50. 56 in Columbia City. We're still registering 61 in Fort Wayne, but that's not going to be for long. So kickoff temperatures, many locations, mid-50s with the exception of Northwest Ohio. You'll likely be in the upper 50s at that point in time, but everybody chilly on the drive home, and this is just foreshadowing what's to come over this weekend. I'll break it all down for you coming up.
All right, thanks, Beverly. And harvest season is now underway, so farmers and state officials alike are using this as a chance to promote safety with heavy farm equipment traveling on roadways over the next several weeks. Fox 55's David Tillmans explains what you need to know to help prevent agricultural crashes throughout this fall.
Tractors, combines, and other agricultural vehicles will be on the roads in the coming weeks as harvest season reaches its busiest point. The equipment takes up more space and travels much slower than your average car. Indiana State Police Sergeant Brian Walker says that this can catch drivers off guard around hills and other spots with obstructed views.
The most common types of agricultural crashes we see on the roadways are usually rear-end crashes, especially on our rural areas where you've got a lot of hills or grade in the roadways. You know, you pop up over a hill and suddenly you've got a tractor in front of you that's taking up the entire roadway, and you don't have time to stop. That's a real problem.
You are most likely to encounter large farm equipment while traveling on rural roads. However, farmers occasionally travel in more developed areas as well. With recent urban developments around Fort Wayne, Walker knows that it is important to stay vigilant even when traveling through more urbanized areas.
Out in New Haven, you've got a lot of fields that are close to town. On the south side of Fort Wayne, we've got a lot of farm fields that you may think you're in an urban area, and all of a sudden you come up on a farm field. And we'll have tractors and combines in and out of those fields, even in the urban areas.
Farmers do what they can to make it easier for motorists. In addition to traveling outside of peak rush hours, local farmer John Smith explains that there are a number of safety measures taken to mitigate the risk of an accident.
We take the heads off if we have to move, so it's just the width of the combine. But and we got flashers running and everything else. And most of the time my wife goes in front of me if we're going up a hill or something, so that she can wave down the traffic before we get there.
When they're able to do so safely, farmers will often pull over when traffic backs up to allow others to pass. So, if you encounter farm equipment on the road this fall, the key is simply be patient. So take a deep breath, do not tailgate, and wait for your chance to pass. In Allen County, I'm meteorologist David Tillmans, Fox 55 News.
All right, thanks, David. Now, too many jobs and not enough workers. That is the reality here in Allen County. Northeast Indiana has a shortage of skilled trade workers, and officials tell Fox 55 that these numbers are declining to historical lows. Fox 55's Troyce Grant spoke to officials from Greater Fort Wayne about what could be causing this, and she's live from downtown with more. Troyce.
Yes, Drew. The jobs are available, but people just aren't applying to the ones that are. And we could be seeing this more and more. Adam Welsh with Greater Fort Wayne says this could be part of the reason because we haven't educated kids on the reality of what it's like actually going into the workforce. Now, there are many reasons for this. He says the education over the past generations has stressed only one route, and that's getting a four-year degree, leading students to think that is the best way possible to make the most money. Welsh says this has also led to a stigma around these skilled trade jobs.
Fair stigma when these jobs in reality pay well above the average wage of a typical job in Fort Wayne and Allen County.
That's why they've started the Made by Me coalition to showcase these different pathways to kids. In the next decade, Welsh says 44,000 skilled trade jobs will go unfulfilled, and the economy will see these effects way before. Now, Welsh and Greater Fort Wayne aren't saying that a four-year degree isn't valuable. They're just saying that there are other options available to you, and they encourage kids and students to explore these options before heading into the workforce. Live in Fort Wayne, I'm Troyce Grant, Fox 55 News.
All right, thanks, Troyce. Tonight, the nonprofit Latinos Count is working to increase the number of young people in the skilled trades, as well as in college, in the workforce, entrepreneurship, and in the military. Those focus areas are part of its Positive Pathways program, which aims to help local Latino students start their adult life on a good note. The organization says it plans to help 1,000 students through that program. Latinos Count plans to use a $75,000 grant from the Lilly Endowment to fund career exploration opportunities across Northeast Indiana. And McMillan Health is also receiving a grant from the Lilly Endowment to improve health education in our area. The health center is getting $1 million from the endowment and will use those funds to strengthen curriculum for students of all ages and backgrounds. McMillan and Latinos Count are some of the 187 organizations receiving grants through the endowment's Strengthening Youth Programs grants. And the Allen County Public Library reopened its Aboit branch today, as the branch was closed in September for roof repairs following storm damage just last year. The opening is nearly 2 weeks ahead of schedule, and the entire library is now open except for the community meeting space, as the branch is now closed for the day right now, but will reopen tomorrow at 10 a.m. Turning now to politics, where Congressman Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise are working hard to convince fellow Republicans that they are the right man for the job of Speaker of the House. But one of them has a major endorsement now from former President Donald Trump. Madeline Rivera has those details from Washington, including who else could be jumping into that race.
House Republicans are furiously working the phones, trying to figure out who the next speaker will be. Most of what could unfold over the coming days would take place away from the halls of Congress and behind closed doors as Republicans try to rally behind a nominee. It's a tall task in a bitterly divided conference.
The problems that we have internally, they don't go away with a new speaker, but the real question the members have is, how do we get things back on track?
House Majority Leader Steve Scalise is pitching himself as the leader who can best unite the party.
He's really impressive, a testimony to what it means to fight for this nation.
But Scalise doesn't have the powerful endorsement of former President Donald Trump. House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan has that backing, and it's winning him support from other Republicans.
If that's what the leader of our party thinks is the right thing to do, I will support that, and that's now why I'm behind Jim Jordan for Speaker.
And another Republican could run, though he has yet to formally announce.
Kevin Hurd. Kevin has laid low and just made conversations, but Kevin is extremely talented.
As the House GOP prepares for a potentially contentious process, President Biden is bracing too for what may come once the next speaker is elected.
For some people, I imagine it's going to be easier to work with than others, but whoever the speaker is, I'll try to work with.
Hoping to avoid the drama that surrounded the speaker's race in January, Republicans aren't planning to go to the floor until they feel they have a candidate who can win. That means there's a chance we might not see a floor vote for a while. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
And Indiana Senator Mike Braun is weighing in on the House Speaker's race. Braun says in a statement that, quote, Jim Jordan is a fighter and he would, quote, serve the American people well as Speaker of the House. This after Congressman Jim Banks threw his support behind Jordan on Wednesday. Early voting begins in 1 week, and today, Fort Wayne City Councilman Tom Didier hit the pavement to campaign for the mayor's seat. And Senator Mike Braun joined him, telling people to vote Didier in November. Didier says if he's elected, he'll continue the work downtown, but he'll put his primary focus on improving neighborhoods.
I'm a district council person, right? So my whole focus has always been on neighborhoods and what I can do for them. That's not going to change for me as a mayor.
He says boots on the ground campaigning is a reflection of the kind of mayor that he would want to be. Fox 55 also reached out to Democrats to hear how Mayor Tom Henry's campaign is going, but we're still waiting to hear a response from them. And as the United Auto Workers strike enters its third week, the United Auto Workers Union says it is not expanding its strike to any more plants. As Grady Trimble has the latest on why this strike isn't growing.
We are winning. We are making progress, and we are headed in the right direction.
The United Auto Workers Union says no new strikes against the big three automakers for now.
If the big three don't continue to make progress, That time's going to be coming real soon.
The decision coming after what Union President Shawn Fain called a transformative win with General Motors. He says the car maker agreed to bring its electric battery manufacturing workers under a future labor agreement.
Our plan is winning at GM, and we expect it to win at Ford and Stellantis as well.
On Thursday, Fain goaded the automakers with this tweet depicting them as contestants on The Bachelorette. The caption says to tune into his live stream, quote, to see who gets the rose.
Our goal is to outsmart and out-organize corporate America.
Since the strike began on September 15th, the UAW has expanded it twice. GM was hit harder by the union both times. Ford was spared from the first escalation, and Stellantis dodged the second. Striking workers on the picket line say they feel like the talks have gone better this week compared to previous weeks.
I have confidence in my union leadership. I have confidence in the bargaining committee. We're not trying to cripple anybody. We're just trying to get to an agreement.
The big three automakers have laid off thousands of workers. Their suppliers have laid off thousands more. Some fear they could face bankruptcy if this strike drags on. In Wayne, Michigan, Grady Trimble, Fox Business.
And it's the final day of the healthcare strike that has disrupted care for millions of Americans and paralyzed part of the industry. Jonathan Hunt has the latest on the status of these negotiations between Kaiser Permanente and its healthcare workers.
Unfortunately, Kaiser's not bargaining in good faith.
The biggest healthcare workers' strike in American history enters its third and final day, but more could be coming if a deal isn't reached. Tens of thousands of Kaiser Permanente employees walking the picket lines from coast to coast, demanding higher wages and better staffing ratios.
We want workers that are going to make a difference, okay? We're getting more executives, okay, and we're getting less people that are frontline healthcare workers.
And with no agreement in sight, union organizers say they're already planning another longer walkout for next month.
It's sad that we have to be out here to fight for what's right.
And you're willing to strike again if necessary?
We will. We will be here.
Kaiser says it wants to work with the unions to find a solution, but claims it simply can't afford to meet all their demands.
We're committed to paying fair wages, but at the same time, we know there's an affordability crisis in healthcare. We've got to balance that.
And as the likelihood of another strike increases, the focus is turning to how it will impact patient care and whether Kaiser will be able to handle the patient load after years of what the union calls chronic understaffing.
Patient safety is a huge issue for us, and we've been experiencing a lot of short staffing, and that's why we're here. We're here to fight for the patients.
The two sides are set to meet for a new round of talks next Thursday and Friday. In Los Angeles, Jonathan Hunt, Fox 55 News.
A possible implosion in the esports world. Why it could be bad news for one popular game. That's coming up after Beverly's full forecast.
The biggest comedy stars.
Love isn't something you find. It's something that
You pay for. Wall-to-wall laughs.
Star Trek fans prefer to be called what?
By anyone.
It's the comedy game show.
There's a company in the UK that lets their employees take hangover days.
I'll drink to that. America's comedy game show. Funny You Should Ask. Funny You Should Ask. Weekdays at 4 on Fox 55.
It's your job to raise them, to make sure they are happy and healthy, to teach them and watch them grow, give them love and support, put food in their tummies, clothes on their backs, and a Shield Exteriors roof over their heads. Offering the industry's only accident-free, true lifetime warranty. Call now for a free estimate. Shield Exteriors Roofing, protecting what matters most.
Are you being garnished?
Holly can help.
Are you struggling to pay your bills?
Holly can help.
I'm bankruptcy attorney Holly Ribke, and I can help.
Holly can help.
Bankruptcy may be your answer. Call me today.
From high school sports to professional teams, The Locker Room is your home for all your local highlights and scores. Tune into Fox 55 every Friday night at 10:30. The Locker Room is brought to you by Kester's Body and Frame Shop.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-985-0266 today for a Medicare Advantage plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-985-0266 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-985-0266 and make sure you're not missing out.
When news happens,
people, including a student, are hurt.
Count on Fox 55 to be there.
Tracking limited thunder shower chances.
Bringing you local news that matters. And now, from Fox 55 News, Chief Meteorologist Beverly Perry with your hometown forecast from the Fox 55 Severe Weather Center.
Light rain continues to track across the region. Live look at our tower cam, where we also have the clouds locked in place on the northwest side of Fort Wayne. All of us under the clouds right now, but not everyone seeing light rain. We have an area low pressure well up towards Canada. Extending from that is a cold front. This is what's going to give us a reinforcing shot of some colder air just in time for the weekend. But this low is going to continue to bring us daily rounds of rain for the weekend too, as it continues to bring us some gusty northwest winds. So that's going to generate some lake effect rain later on. But in the meantime, we do have some light rain showers across northeast Indiana and northwest Ohio. So if you are heading to those high school football games this evening, do grab the rain gear and also take something with you to stay warm too. Temperatures are going to slide off real quickly. Light rain showers tracking west to east as we speak. We're talking about light rain near LaGrow towards Huntington, North Manchester. Boy, you're about to get some more light rain. Woodburn, Monroeville, even off towards Leo, Cedarville, and Paulding, Ohio. We're seeing some light rain even across our northern tier counties from Auburn to Angola to Topeka, and even across portions of Rome City and Avila. Now, this rain is going to continue to track off to the east. By about 8 o'clock, a lot of it will mostly be east of I-69. By about 9 o'clock, it should be done and out of our area. We get the opportunity to dry out just a little bit. Then we kick on that lake effect machine. That strong and gusty northwest wind begins early in the morning, turns that machine on, and we're going to see some spotty showers early in the morning. And we're also going to continue those chances for Saturday. As for temperatures go, we're bottoming out in the lower 40s, and temperature-wise, we're not going to move a whole lot as we go throughout the day tomorrow. And that northwest wind is going to continue to keep a cold pool of air across northeast Indiana and northwest Ohio, along with the spotty shower chances. And the best opportunity for those showers will be along and north of 24, and then we should taper this stuff off towards the middle afternoon and into the early evening hours. But temperatures, though, quite a bit cooler. We've been talking about how it's been a while since we've had cool temperatures like this. The high on Saturday, 54. It will be the coldest since early May, and right now our average high temperature for Saturday and even today right near 68 degrees, so quite a bit below average. As we roll through Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're going to kick on that lake effect machine yet again as that low continues to track well off to our north. So spotty showers are in store for us as we go throughout the day, keeping the clouds as well. And then finally, this low departs just in time for the work week to begin. And we'll have a little bit of warm middle 50s on Monday, mid to upper 50s on Tuesday, and 60s do return midweek with more rain chances towards the end of it.
All right, thanks, Beverly. The gaming world is reeling from the apparent implosion of the Overwatch League, one of the most popular esports leagues. Eamon Dignam brings us more about the Activision Blizzard product in limbo amidst a Microsoft acquisition.
It's been an honor, a privilege, and a joy to share this experience with all of you. Thank you so much.
The Overwatch League will, at the very least, be very different next year, if it's even around at all. During the 2023 Grand Finals, where the Florida Mayhem won against the Houston Outlaws in Toronto, caster Zoe Gershwin made it seem like it was the end of the league in an emotional goodbye.
You all made this so much more than just a competition. This was not just a show, all right? This was a shared dream that was uniting us across borders, languages, and differences.
Officials then announcing they're doing a reformat of the league. The original plan was to create first location-based franchise teams, similar to traditional sports. But as they were ramping up in-person games, COVID hit, sending us and the international competitors into lockdown and moving the competitions online. Earlier this year, Activision Blizzard started to allow teams to back out of ownership, signaling a major change in the league. But there was no indication it would be this drastic. And there's also no word yet on the upcoming season of the Call of Duty League, Overwatch's sister esport, also run by Activision Blizzard. For this story and more, check out the Fox on Tech podcast every weekend. In New York, Eamon Dignam, Fox 55 News.
Coming up, one couple is high-rolling for their wedding anniversary and trying to set a record while they do it. We'll explain after the break. And a surprising hitchhiker gets a free ride to the Big Apple, and the driver didn't even know about it. We'll tell you about that big trip when we come back.
Today is about bringing our community together to celebrate what makes this neighborhood special.
Neighbors for life, bro.
Oh, well, let the fake friendliness continue.
Bring your friends. That was way too much.
The Neighborhood, weeknights at 12 and 12:30.
Low E, also known as low energy, affects millions worldwide. Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness.
It's the most effective way to turn your low E into big fitness energy.
Now I have energy to grind.
Join for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 13th.
Yarr. All I wanted was my treasure, and I wound up with a lawsuit from my neighbors. And a belly full of regret.
Thanks, Salty Pete. What a powerful dig story. Okay, great class, everybody. Before we go, let's stand and say the safe digging pledge. Shovels don't know right from wrong, but I do. And I'll always contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before digging. It's the only way to dig.
Working here at my family's small business taught me how to serve my community, but that service doesn't stop behind the counter. On City Council, I fought to put Fort Wayne first. As mayor, I will work to unlock our city's full potential by focusing on community-oriented policing to safeguard our neighborhoods, reducing taxes on Fort Wayne families, and investing in our infrastructure. Because for me, Fort Wayne comes first.
Tom Didier for mayor of Fort Wayne.
Carbot Jewelers has been a part of the historic district in downtown Auburn since 1901. Times have changed, but some things remain the same. We still offer a great selection of fine jewelry: Rigo, Bintelli, Aiden, Bertkey Brothers, and more. Let master designer Mike Littlejohn restyle your old family jewelry into exciting new heirlooms or perform quality repairs.
Hi, I'm Mike Littlejohn. Come to beautiful downtown Auburn to Carbot Jewelers and shop where your great-grandparents did.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, tell them you mean business. Call Glazer and Ebbs at 424-0954.
Low E, also known as low energy, affects millions worldwide. Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness.
It's the most effective way to turn your low E into big fitness energy.
Now I have energy to grind.
Join for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 13th.
She never accepts disrespect.
Stop your nonsense, or we will be escorting you out.
Justice for the People with Judge Millian.
Weekdays at 11 on Fox 55.
Take a look at this Las Vegas couple who bet it all for their 21st wedding anniversary. John and Christina Mahaffey celebrated their special day by going for an unofficial world record of placing a bet at the most casinos in 24 hours. Their goal was to hit 93 different casinos ahead of the previous record of 74.
We had it planned out. I had a Google Maps set up as well as a spreadsheet that literally had every stop, the estimated time we thought we'd get every place, an estimated time we thought we'd spend in each casino. So we literally had it planned to the minute, at least as much as we could.
And in the end, the couple accomplished their goal with flying colors and all that in less than a day. However, they didn't say how much cash they ultimately walked away with. And here's another one of those take a look at this moments. One New Yorker on a road trip discovered he had a hitchhiker with him during his drive upstate. While he was driving, he suddenly found himself eye to eye with a rat peering through his windshield. Apparently, the big rodent had been with him since he left the Big Apple. And Jeannie Mose takes us through this trip with the rodent writer.
We've all heard of rats in the hood, but rats on the hood?
Holy hell.
He popped up towards the end of a 3-hour drive from Brooklyn.
I brought a rat with me.
to an upstate New York wedding.
The only thing you can do is just kind of keep driving. I mean, the comments on the social media is like, put the windshield wipers on.
But Kevin Coop was minutes from his destination, so he just kept going.
Where'd it go?
Was there ever a moment when he looked like he was going to blow off or anything?
No, and it's on the windshield. There's no grip there or anything like that, so I was amazed by it.
When Kevin arrived at the wedding, the uninvited guest inspired screeching.
I don't know where to go. Yeah. I don't know where it went. Just don't eat my wires.
And definitely don't drive the car away. Researchers at the University of Richmond taught 17 rats to drive little electric cars a few years back using Fruit Loops as incentives. They steered by putting their feet on 3 horizontal copper wires that made the car go right, left, or straight. Okay, they had some head-on collisions. But eventually, they were able to make a beeline to the treat dish as if they were heading to the McDonald's drive-thru. When the wedding festivities ended 2 days later, Kevin found no wires chewed.
Anybody home?
And no sign of the rat. Sure, you can buy a fake rodent to adorn your car, but Kevin's BMW had a living, breathing rat for a hood ornament. Ginny Mose, CNN, New York.
I'm glad that Kevin made a friend at least. I feel like it's the Ratatouille style rat. That's what we're going to go with.
Yes, the besties for life.
Exactly. The one that you put on the hair and it controls, except this time they're controlling cars.
Yes, and that's impeccable.
Exactly, and some of them better drivers than others.
I can agree.
Some better drivers than humans, but you know, that's how it goes.
You just have to put food in front of them.
Exactly. Maybe we need to try that too.
Right.
All right, Beverly, as we wrap up our evening here, what are we looking like weather-wise?
Yes, we have some light rain showers tracking west to east across the area. So if you are heading to the games, take that rain gear with you and something warm too, because temperatures are going to continue to drop.
All right, thanks, Beverly. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you at 10.
Take the news with you with the Fox 55 News app. Customize your home screen to always see the news you want first. Fox 55 News app. Get it today. Fox 55, first at 10.
On the next Big Bang Theory. Sorry I'm late, but your companion left the most indecipherable invitation.
Sheldon crashes a party of 2.
What invitation? We're going to the movies. What movie? What theater? What time?
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 7 on Fox 55 Fort Wayne. When it matters most, turn to Fox 55.
It's an update on Indiana's job market.
Your reliable source for local news.
Help address some of the current overcrowding issues.
Highlight some of these kids and their families.
So open-minded with her and other refugees.
More sports.
Boilermakers kicking off summer workouts this week. Fort Wayne Commons made a big splash.
And hometown forecast.
Limit your outdoor exposure, especially if you have asthma.
Fox 55 News at 10. Bringing you news that matters.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Furniture legs can scar your floors, costing you a lot of cash. Now there's Ruby Sliders, the new chair leg covers that protect your floors, prevent scratching, and slide with ease without all the noise. They fit snugly on any size leg and glide across any floor. Now you can move even your largest furniture with no effort at all. regular felt gets worn and easily falls off. But Ruby sliders feature an ultra-tight nano-weave material attached with an industrial-strength adhesive to the cover, so they're built to last. Plus, they're ultra-flexible and conform to any size. They'll protect any kind of floor, from hardwood, laminate, ceramic tile, carpet, and more. Call or go online now to get Ruby sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping. That's right, free shipping. This offer is not available on Amazon, so order now.
Call 1-800-677-8106 or visit rubysliders.com. So call 1-800-677-8106 now.
Big Ten football is back. Listen to this crowd. Don't miss a moment. It's going to be wild. Let's go! How about this? Go! What a game. Are you kidding me? Feel what you've been missing. Big Ten football on Fox and streaming on the Fox Sports app.
Check out Fox 55's website, WFFT.